In this video, we're going to be helping a buddy of mine do a little bit of predator control by setting out some traps and trying to catch some coyote. His hunting land is being overtaken by these aggressive predators, and they're killing things that we love to hunt, like his rabbits, turkeys, and his deer. So today, we're going to do our part by trying to help my buddy save his hunting land. So let's get started. All right, so we have made it here to my buddy's land, and take a look at this. This is opened up right here. Now his deer have been coming in on the back side. They actually got a creek that runs all the way around this property, and what's pretty cool is that would make a good funnel point for these coyotes. I've also seen a lot of turkey tracks in here. No wonder these coyotes are in here. They're trying to eat these turkeys up, they're trying to eat his fawns, and just right up here is chicken houses, so after them too. So they're just using this as one big funnel point. He's not liking it, guys, so we're going to do him a favor by coming in here and try to trap these coyotes out. They sent me several different pictures of coyotes in front of his camera, so no brainer, we're going to go ahead and set a dirt hole set there. And then I got 4 other traps with me. We're going to set out in various other places. I think we're going to walk around that creek line back here and see if we can. I know there has to be a funnel point back there, and probably on the other side of this creek, on the other side of the property. So anyway, guys, so what I have with me today, which I have my bags full of goodies, my stake drivers, all that, coyote, bobcat urine. Also brought some Duke 650 Pro Series traps, guys, with the night latch, and we're also using the wolf fang stakes, but I'll explain all that here in just a little bit when we go up here and set this dirt hole set. And yeah, we'll see you guys up there. All right, so we've made it to our first point, guys. We're going to do a dirt hole set just right here, and I'm going to use that piece of log for my backing. Now I'll explain everything here in just a minute, but his cell cam is just right there on that tree, and here's the photos he's been getting. They've been coming across here and coming across right there. So these 2 funneling points, I'm just going to go right in the middle, and I'll show you guys what we'll bait these holes with. They got a really good nose, guys, so I'm not really worried about that part of it. So I'll get this camera set up real quick, and I'll show you what we're going to use and how to do this. So we'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, I know you can't see me. I'm just going to focus on the ground right now. So first thing, I want to get a bunch of the debris out of the way. We're going to go ahead and rake this stuff out of this way. Now notice I've got some leather gloves going on here. Now I will not use these gloves mixed with my bait, because well, you'll get that on your that scent on your trap, and they'll be able to smell it and they'll dig it up. So anyway, this is how I'm starting it out. So I'm going to run an auger. We're going to run a dirt hole set right here, and then we'll dig this out. So now I had made this auger myself. I'm pretty proud of that. Now to run a dirt hole, you don't want it straight up and down. You want it kind of on an angle, just a little bit of an angle. There we go. All right, so now we got our hole dug. What I want to do is, so this is center of the hole. You want to offset just a little bit, because I'm targeting the front foot, and I'm gonna go right up on this hole. So from the center of that hole to about where I want the center of the pad of that trap is about right across here. So I'm gonna dig that out real quick with my hammer. All right, so now what we want to do is punch a hole. Punch our hole for our wolf fang to go into. Take the stake driver. Drive that dude down. So the reason we punch this hole, not only drive our stake down, but we also have a spot to put our chain. All right. Well, just add our chain to that hole. What I like doing is putting my dog around the 1 o'clock. We're gonna smash that dude until, don't want to do that. We'll add a little bit of dirt around our trap. We're going to try to pack around these jaws. Cool thing about these 650 is the night latch. So well, that right there. These have a night latch on them, and you'll shove that down until it clicks. Once it clicks, everything will be flat. All right, so once I get everything pretty much squared away, I'm gonna flip that up, and then tear me off a piece of wax paper. What this does, you take and crumble that up real good, and what this does is you put this wax paper under there. When I cover this up, it won't allow dirt to get up underneath the pan. Back around. Now I can touch on this right here. Will not move. So I say that's pretty good. Now, I'm gonna take, I made this Texas teacup, and now we're gonna start spreading our dirt on top of our trap. Just take the dirt that we had up here, stick it in there. There you have it. Center of my pan is right here, and we're about 5.5, 6 inches from our hole on offset, so we should be pretty good. I like running these right up against the hole. I don't try to go for a back foot. You're trying to guard what is in this hole, not out here. So what they're interested is in there. You want to put that trap as close as you can to that hole. And the reason we use this backing, so they can't come to the back side. They have to come to this front side to be able to see down in this hole. So now that we got our trap set, now comes the fun part. So now we're going to bait this hole. This is my favorite part. We're going to use separate gloves for this. What we'll use is, this is Dobbin's lure. This is castor gland out of a beaver. We'll also use my favorite Top Dog. This is made by Hoosier's Trapper Supply. This is a pretty much a fermented bobcat meat is what this is. It's pretty good stuff. And we're also going to use a little bit of coyote urine. So what we'll do first, we're going to open that up. We'll grab us a stick here. You're going to want a pretty hefty bit. Now you don't want to spill this anywhere on this. You don't want this to be known. So we're going to come over here by our hole, get a pretty good little hefty piece. See how that stick going down in the hole right there. Now for a secondary, what I like to do, we stick here. We're going to dive some of that castor gland on that, and then we're going to put it, I don't know if you guys can see it, but we're going to put it right there in the tip of this hole. Just like so. Turn you over here towards it now. So Top Dog goes in the bottom of the hole, very bottom. Castor, I like to put like right here at the top. Now our last little step here, we're going to take our coyote urine, take our coyote urine, and then we're going to dab some right up there. And that's it, guys. We got all that set. There you have it. That is our dirt hole set. Now I could have went with a flat set here, but I wanted to try a dirt hole. So we're going to go back here and explore around a little bit and see if we can't see them where they're funneling around any. So anyway, we'll see you guys back there. All right, so we're exploring to this other side over here, and we're pretty much right beside the creek bank, and you can see it right here. You got turkey tracks. Turkey tracks are just everywhere. This dude has the turkeys, and he definitely has the deer. There's deer everywhere out here as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump up on this back side, because he tells me that he sees a lot of them on the back side of this bank. So I'm going to hop this creek real quick, and we're going to jump over there and see what we can find. All right off the bat, guys, right here, I'm already seeing trails beat down right here. This would be good to stick a trap. Probably a couple of them, maybe one on this end, and maybe a couple up here. Yeah, it comes right across here. Smelling something dead. All right, so here's a good indicator. We got a big patch of fur right here. So what we'll probably do, that trail continues on around this bank, but it also shoots the, matter of fact, there's a dead coyote right there. That's probably where he shot and that dude rolled off. But anyway, they've been snacking on him. So got fur right here, it's already disturbed. We're probably going to make a dirt hole set right here, and anyway, we'll see if we can't funnel them to that, and then we'll probably put a flat set in down here on this other end. So I'm going to grab my stuff real quick. We're going to try to make this quick because I need to get home. What I'm going to do, that trail comes just right over here to the side. There's already hair and stuff here. So we're gonna, since it's already wallered out, we're just gonna go ahead and make a dirt hole set right here, and we're gonna hope for the best. So my camera is wanting to go dead, so you can see that I made a natural backing out of leaves. Now you want to keep the heavier stuff off your trap. That's the center of my pan, that's the hole. Now we're going to do just like we did a while ago with the other one, and this will be set. I'll blend it in just a little bit and we'll be good. So like I said, natural background back there, top dog, beaver caster, a little bit of pea, and we ought to be golden. And then we'll try to do a flat set, and that'll be it, guys. So we'll see you in a minute, guys. So my GoPro ended up dying on me, so I had to swap to my phone. So here's the flat set. So right across here is the trail. You can see it right across here. So that trap is just offset that trail a little bit, and what I did was added a rock here. Now that rock, you can tell I've got coyote urine on top of it, and I also got just a little bit of castor gland right there on the lip of it. And right underneath this rock, I punched a small, just a little bitty hole, and I stuck some top dog down underneath that rock. So other than that, guys, that is how you do a flat set, just like a normal dirt hole set, except you're not doing a dirt hole. You're using something to put your meat under. So say for instance that rock, or if I wanted to use that stick, I would punch a hole underneath that stick, put my top dog underneath it, and then castor gland and urine. So anyway, guys, that's a flat set. Now you can see I pretty much got it all blended back in, and they'll come across here. They're going to see and smell that urine right there, and we should have them. So anyway, I'm going to set at least one more trap out, guys, and that's going to be it for here, and we'll come back tomorrow and hopefully we got some footage. So we'll see you guys later. Over the next week, we would have footage of several attempts, but all they would do is go around my traps and we would end up with nothing. Every day I would go check on these traps and the same old thing, nothing. I started to question myself. Do you really have what it takes? Am I doing this right? Should I just give this whole thing up? These thoughts ran over and over and over in my head, and I felt like a failure, and I was losing my mind. There was nothing I could do but cry out to God. We've made it here. This is my boy Alan Martin. This is his place, and so I started questioning my abilities seriously on how to catch these things, man, because it's been a week now and haven't been able to catch nothing. But as you can see right up there, we have one. Now all I thought we had was just one this morning, but evidently we have two. So anyway, here is our second one right here. Now this is the first set we made at the beginning of the video. There's the camera, and it's sweet because we did catch some camera footage of this dog getting caught. So yeah guys, so what we have, I've got my cage down here. Now I assume that we only had one, and you know, this might get interesting. That's all I'm going to say. Alan's just going to have to manhandle them or something. I don't know. But we got our dog catcher's pole, and we're going to try to get these two dogs in this one medium-sized cage. So anyway, I'm going to set you guys up, and we're going to show you how to do this real quick, and be praying for me. We'll see you in a minute. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put this dog in a catch pole. Now this cable is going to go around its head, and what we do, we'll cinch it tight, and that dog is not going to be able to go nowhere. Now listen, we're not killing the dog, so don't think that. We are just holding it down against its will, pretty much, just so we're not going to get bit. We can release this dog and get this dog in the cage, and Alan's going to help me out here on this. But anyway, real simple, guys. Catch the dog, release the dog, put it in the cage, and that's what we're going to do. So it may take me just a minute because this dog's going to try to fight me. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right, now. Right here. There we go. All right, dog's out of the trap. You would open that gate for me. And there we go. Easy peasy. She didn't even put up a fight. Check that out. Check my homemade carrier out too. All right guys, so we're gonna step up here and try to grab the other one and get it in this cage as well. So we're gonna see how that turns out. That may turn into a rodeo. We've made it over here to dog number 2. I believe this one is a male. And as you heard just a second ago, that dude acts like he's ferocious, but he's not fixing to be as mean as my man Alan here is. Alan here used to be an officer. I heard he used to whoop up on some people. I don't know how true that is, but we're gonna say so. This dog ain't gonna know what hit it. This is dog number 2 right here, and these are good catches. That's what I love about these Duke 650s. They reach high up on top of the paw, and these dudes are not going anywhere. My boy is going to try catch pole. There you go. Tight. There you go. All right, got him over. Now I'm gonna let Alan work this cage door, and I'm gonna try to shove him in there without letting any dogs loose or anything. So I'll wait on that top one till you get over. Ready? Oh, he's gonna try to fight me. Yeah. So my GoPro battery ended up dying. Now we picked up little Norwood along the way that has been over there swinging a little axe that he probably should not be swinging, but you know, a kid will be kid, and he's learning. But you know, the last of the video that y'all had seen, we were stuffing the second dog in the cage, and well, this is how this has turned out. We got both dogs in the cage. Was it easy? Not really. This guy right here, he still got an attitude problem. And I know, I could see in his eyes that if I was to let him, he would bite my face off. I can guarantee you, we ain't gonna have that. Hey, listen, write down in the comments below, if you trap any animals, or any predators, should I say, not animals. If you trap predators, write down in the comments below what kind of predators you trap and what kind of traps do you use. And listen, also help me out, guys. Listen, if you want to see any more trapping videos, write down in the comments below, hey, I want to see you trap whatever, coyotes, raccoons, just whatever. And just let me know, guys, because if you don't let me know, I don't know. And I'm just going to keep on keeping on. But before we end this video, I have to give the verse of the day, and the verse of the day comes at you from Psalms chapter 115 verse 1, and it says, "Not to us, O Lord, not to us, but to your name give glory, because of your love and faithfulness." Amen. So this is David speaking, and what he's saying is we need to he's making a declaration to God, that God gets all the glory and all the praise, not people. Listen, guys, we are so unworthy. We don't get no glory. The Bible tells us that all good things come from above. God gives it to us so freely because he loves us. He loves you so much, he sent his son to die for you and me. We don't deserve what we have, but he loves us so much that he gives it to us. Let that sink in. You know, we take it for granted a lot of times, and then we don't give him praise at the end of it. We just take it and go, when in reality, all we have to do, receive it, turn around and say, God, thank you for what I have. Gratitude goes a long way, guys. It goes a long way. I would rather pay somebody that had gratitude to work for me than I would for somebody to come in with a smart mouth. and not have gratitude. Anyway, guys, that's what this verse means to me, is giving God the glory, all the glory. And Matthew 5:16, it's what this ministry stands on. Let God be glorified through you. Anyway, this is what this verse means to me. Write down in the comments what it means to you, and go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. Guys, don't let us die out. And remember, as always, I love you. Jesus loves you. Have a good day.